GeopByte.
Welcome to GeopByte. Hi students, in the previous video we have covered up to estimating to the nearest hundreds by rounding off. In this video, let us cover estimating to the nearest thousands by rounding off and up to example problems 5 and 6. Now, let us see estimating to the nearest thousands by rounding off. Right? Till now we have seen estimating to the nearest tens and hundreds by rounding off. Now let us see for thousands. Let us take an example. 7,623. Right? 7,623 lies in between 7,000 and 8,000. Right? So 7,623 lies in between 7,000 and 8,000. We have taken 7,000 and 8,000 because we are rounding off to the nearest thousands. That is why I have taken in thousands. Now, see, 7,623 will be nearest to 8,000. Right? Because, see, for this, let us write the conditions for better understanding. See, from 101 to 499, it is rounded off to 100. Right? See, from 101 to 499, it is rounded off to 100. Now, see, after 499, 500 will be the middle number. So, after 500, 501 to 999, it is rounded off to 1000. Right? So now 500 is left. 500 is in between 100 and 1000. But in common practice, we will consider the greater number. So 1000 will be the rounded off number for 500. So for 500 is rounded off to 1000. Right? So similar to the previous case, that is from 1 to 49, we considered as 0. We rounded off to 0. From 51 to 99, we rounded off to 100. Similarly, from 101 to 499, we rounded off to 100 as they are before 500. Now after 500, from 501 to 999, it is rounded off to 1000. So similarly in this case, this comes to this category, that is 623, means it is after 500 only. So that belongs to 8,000. That is why we rounded off for 8,000. Now let us see, check if the following rounding off is correct or not. Right? Below we have numbers rounded off. Let us check whether they are correct or not. The first one is 2,573 is rounded off to 3,000. Right? The rule is from 101 to 499, it belongs to 100. That is, it is rounded off to 100. From 501 to 999, it is rounded off to 1000. So similarly, if you see, we have 573. Right? So 573 is above 500 only. Then it belongs to the next number. See, in between 100 and 1000, when we cross 500, it is belonging to 1000. Similarly, 2573 will be in between 2000 and 3000. So we have 573 here. So it is obviously it belongs to 3000 only, and this rounding off is correct. Right? Now let us see second one. See, we have 552 here. Now 552 is more than 500. So it belongs to the next number. Here we have 53,000. This number lies in between 53,000 and 54,000. So the next number will be 54,000. So as the number is more than 500, it should belong to 54,000. This is wrong. Let us write 53,552 is rounded off to 54,000. This is correct. Now let us see the third one. We have 6,404, which is rounded off to 6,000. As we know, below 500, they are rounded off to the before number. So here they are rounded off to 6,000. It is correct. It lies in between 6,000 and 7,000. So as it is of 404, it is rounded off to 6,000. Now let us see the fourth one. We have 65,437 rounded off to 65,000. Right? See, this numbers lies in between 65,000 and 66,000. So we have 437 here. 437 is below 500. So it belongs to 65,000 only. It is correct. Now let us see fifth one. We have 7,805 is rounded off to 7,000. If you see, this number lies in between 7,000 and 8,000. So here we have 805 is above 500. So it should be rounded off to 8,000. But here it is rounded off to 7,000. This is wrong. So 7,805 should be rounded off to 8,000. This is correct. Now let us see last one. We have 3,499 rounded off to 4,000. See, 3,499 lies in between 3,000 and 4,000. If you see, 499 is less than 500. Less means it should be rounded off to 3,000. But here it is 4,000. So this is wrong. And 3,499 should be rounded off to 3,000 only. This is correct. Now let us see, try these. In that, round off the given numbers to the nearest tens, hundreds and thousands. Right? Below we have three columns, namely given number, approximate to nearest, rounded form. Right? The numbers are given and tens, hundreds, thousands and 10,000s are given. We need to round off according to these. Now the number is same. Right? 75,847. So first let us see for the first one, 75,847. We need to round off to the nearest tens. Now see, tens means we need to consider only these two digits. So 47 will be nearest to obviously 50. 47 lies in between 40 and 50. So the difference between 50 and 47 is 3 and the difference between 47 and 40 is 7. So this difference is closer. That is why we will round off to 75,850. Right? 75,850. Now let us see second one. We have 75,847, same number. We need to round off to the nearest hundreds. If you see, we have 847. This 847 lies in between 800 and 900. Right? This 47 is below 50. Right? Below means we will consider the previous one, that is 800 only we will consider. See, 800 and 900 in between this number lies. Previous means we will consider 800 only. So 75,800 will be the nearest round off value for hundreds. 75,800. Now let us see for third one, that is again the same number 75,847. We need to round off to the nearest thousands. If you see, we have 847, right? 847 is above 500. Above 500 means we need to consider 1000, that is the next one. This number lies in between 75,000 and 76,000. So, here we have 847 as it is above 75,500. So, it belongs to 76,000. It is rounded off to 76,000. Let us write. Right? As 847 is more than 500, we have rounded it off to 76,000. Now let us see the last one. As we have the same number 75,847, we need to round off to the nearest 10,000s. So if we consider these 4 digits, these are above 5,000, right? 5,847, above 5,000. If you observe, this whole number lies in between 70,000 and 80,000, right? See, 75,847 lies in between 70,000 and 80,000. If you see, this number is more than 5,000. That is, it will be rounded off to 80,000. If it is above 5,000, it will be rounded off to 80,000. If it is below 5,000, it will be rounded off to 70,000. So, this will be rounded off to 80,000. So, the condition is nothing but we need to consider above or below and then proceed as per the conditions. Now, let us see estimating outcomes of number situations. Right? See, below we have some numbers. As you know, we will add the numbers directly by like this. If we have some 20 and 30, if we want to add, we will add 20 plus 30. Right? So, similar to this case, right, what we will do, we will divide the digits into ones, tens, like that. We will separate them into columns for easier addition. Below we have 3 numbers. Let us add them. See, first 3,946 is there, and then 6,579, and then 2,050. Here we have 4 digits. So, thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. As you know, if we have 4 digits, we will have up to thousands. Now, let us write these 3 numbers. 3,946, 3,946, right? 6 is in ones place, 4 is in tens place, 9 is in hundreds place, 3 is in thousands place. Now, 6,579, 6,579. Again, 9 is in ones place, 7 is in tens place, 5 is in hundreds place, 6 is in thousands place. And the last one we have 2050, 2050. 0 is in ones place, 5 is in tens place, 0 is in hundreds place, and 2 is in thousands place. Now, how we will add? Generally by columns. That is, first we will add digits in ones place, and then we will add digits in tens place, and then we will add digits in hundreds place, and finally digits in thousands place. See, if we get value more than 9, we will carry it to the next place value. Right? If you see here 6 plus 9. 6 plus 9 is nothing but 15. Right? We will write 5 here and carry the 1 in the tens place. Right? Now see, 4 plus 1, 5. 5 plus 7 is nothing but 12. 12 plus 5, 17. Again, we will write 7 here and that 1 will be carried in the hundreds place. Now, 9 plus 1, 10. 10 plus 5, 15. 15 plus 0 is 15. We will write 5 in the hundreds place and carry 1 in the thousands place. Right? We are carrying to the further place values. Now, 3 plus 1, 4. 4 plus 6, 10. 10 plus 2, 12. There is no other place value to carry. So, we will write 12 here itself. So, this is 12,575. Right? Instead of directly calculating like this, we will divide them into columns and calculate for easier method. That is why we will opt the option which will be very quicker to find out. So the answer we got is 12,575. Now let us see to estimate sum or difference. Right? Let us estimate by doing some example problems. We have example problem 5. The question is estimate 5,290 plus 17,986. First, to estimate, we will make these values to round off values. That is 5,290. Right? This is rounded off to 5,000. Because 290 is less than 500. If it is less, we will go to the previous. That is, this number lies in between 5,000 and 6,000. So, 290 is less than 500. So, we rounded off to 5,000. And the next number is 17,986. If you see, 986 is more than 500. So, actually this number lies in between 17,000 and 18,000. As we have the number more than 500, this is rounded off to 18,000. Right? So, 17,986 is rounded off to 18,000. Now, let us add. Right? 5,000 plus 18,000. First, 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 0, 0. Now, 5 plus 8 is nothing but 13. Write the 3 here, carry 1 here. Now, 1 plus 1, 2. We got 23,000. The approximate value, right? We estimated that 23,000 is the answer as we rounded off the numbers to their round figures and finally calculated. We got 23,000 as the estimated value. Now let us see example problem 6. Estimate 5,673 minus 436. Right? First let us write the round off values for those two numbers. 5,673 will be rounded off to 6,000. Because see, here we have 673. As we are rounding off the numbers to thousands, so we will consider 3 digits and these 3 digits are above 500. Right? Actually, 5,673 lies in between 5,000 and 6,000. So, in that case, this is more than 500. So, we will consider the next one. That is in between 5,000 and 6,000. 6,000 will be the next. So, we will round off to 6,000. Now, let us round off for 436. See, as we are rounding off to the nearest thousands, right? Nearest thousands, 436 will be 0. See, 436 is below 500 and it lies in between 0 to 1000. Right? 0 to 1000. So it is 436. We will consider the previous one. That is 436 is rounded off to 0 when we are rounding off to the nearest thousands. Now let us subtract 6000 minus 0. Right? 6000 minus 0. 0 minus 0, 0. And we have a 0. Again a 0. Directly 6. As we don't have any numbers here, directly 0 minus 0, 0. 0, 0, 6. So the estimated answer is 6000. Right? We have rounded off the values and estimated the answer. See, till now we have rounded off these two numbers to nearest thousands. Now let us round up these two numbers nearest to hundreds. So 5673 will be rounded off to 5700 as we are rounding off to the nearest hundreds. Previously we have done for thousands. Now we are doing for hundreds. So 5673 will be rounded off to 5700 and 436 will be rounded off to 400. In case of taking the value nearest hundreds, 436 becomes 400. Now let us subtract these two numbers. 5700 minus 400. See, 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. 7 minus 4, 3. And we have 5 directly. So we got 5300. We got 5300 as the estimated value. Previously we got 6000. So when we compare these two numbers, this number is better, right? This number is nearest to this number. This is more far. So it is better to round off the values as per the given digits, right? Check whether we need to round off to tens or hundreds or thousands or 10,000s. So instead of rounding off to thousands, we rounded off to hundreds and done the problem. This number is nearest to this number. So this is a better way of estimating. The remaining topics will be covered in the next video. You are welcome to contact us on Telegram to clarify your doubts regarding these topics. Check out the link in the description. Thank you for watching. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe to GeopByte.
GeopByte.